So, nach einer längeren Knibbel-Session wenden wir mal hier den guten Witcher. Ich denke mal, die Türen sind alle zu. Ja. Ja, auch zu.
The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood. Rick's almost gone. Blood stains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Rumspielen. Ich hoffe, in Cyberpunk passiert das nicht.
Another blurred memory.
Ein Trinkgefäß und ein
She
Stillweg.
painted all geared, but the details are off. Living tableau's missing something. Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Oh.
Still not right.
Grapes. Ich hoffe, es ist aus unserer Perspektive links. Goblet in der Mitte und rechts sind die Äpfel.
Living tableau's got...
Place for the apple. Right.
This goes here.
Goblet. Middle.
Maybe on this side. Fits, I think. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this.
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
Meine Güte, ich sehe euch nicht. Spectre Oil. Es ist schwer zu sehen, was man machen soll, wenn man euch nicht sieht.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Die Türen sind auch zu. Ja.
The gates of mystery between worlds. The library of an occultist.
Between worlds. Of all the beings inhabiting the outer spheres, the spirits of the elementals are the most foreign to human nature. They possess a will of their own and are intelligent, though not in the way of man, for there is no way to fathom their drives and intentions. Genies, the most powerful of the elemental spirits, proves the most difficult for men to commune with. Only the true masters of magic have perfected this art, which demands long years of study and risky experiments. Yet even the most adept at magic arts cannot tame a genie, merely force it to perform certain acts against its own volition. The Satan mage Stammelford once commanded a Dwao to move a mountain blocking the view from his tower, but even he could never convince the genie to be a willing helpmate in his work or to give sound advice, for the reasoning of these creatures is beyond human understanding.
Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. Blood pacts, or on foreign presences.
Blood pacts or on foreign presences. Whoever summons a visitant into our realm risks much, whether flickering as a spirit in the ether or inhabiting the flesh of a designated host. The visitant shall strive to attain its liberty, and if it does, it shall wreak great havoc. Thus, a visitant must be summoned only within the protective circle, which shall bind it as no fetters could. The circle must be complete and eternal, with no ruptures. The line must be drawn with a steady hand firmly gripping the chalk. Since a stray step made through carelessness or the visitant's trickery can smudge the line, the circle must be further secured by a barrier in the form of lit candles made of bee wax. The circle thus protected shall stand as sure and inescapable prison for the visitant.
A tome about parleying with demons. Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles. How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. the spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Damn it. Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside. You didn't let them in. They fell.
Ja, da ist ein Keller.
Iris and her father. So this is when he started smoking. Beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. Drained to the last drop. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd.
Marriage contract, prenuptial agreement. We, the undersigned Iris, Bill Witz and Olgierd von Everec, have agreed to seal our love in a marital contract and to bind ourselves to certain covenants. Let this document stand as an oath before the gods and all that we hold holy, that till death do us part. We shall treat one another with mutual respect and give due hearing to each other's requests and opinions. If separation shall come, we shall each retain all property, both movable and immovable, which we brought into the marriage, and additionally each shall keep any present given by the other during the duration of the marriage. The income which each receives, each shall spend as he or she sees fit, with all the costs related to the maintenance and upkeep of mutual possession being divided equally between the parties. Signed, Iris Bildewitz and Olgierd von Everec.
Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and—
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here. Forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will—
No.
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Oh, ist das creepy, wenn die nicht mehr Geräusche machen.
Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
Eieiei. Das ist schon bitter. Das, was er hat versucht, halt mit ihr zusammen zu bleiben und das, was ihn ermöglicht hat, es zu verlängern, hat auch das Ende eingeläutet, weil er dann aufgehört hat, Mensch zu sein.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Animal hair. A large clay bowl. Claw scratches. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? Got something wrong.
Ah, Katze. Kleine.
There we go.
Und große Maul.
Think this was yours. Probably not right. Single place setting. No others on the table. The platter. Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everett failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everett's greatest fear.
Okay, hier oben ist nichts. Wir haben ein Achievement bekommen. Kann ich nachgucken, welches? Keine Ahnung.
my dearest wife. Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you with her. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Du bist ein Witcher. Du kannst im Dunkeln sehen. Oh.
You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. You'll not be back. Goodbye, Geralt.
Damn, you're ugly.
Shall soon be buried. The sky. You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. You'll not be What? Lost your nerve?
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time. I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
So, sie ist schuld, dass er seine Gefühle verloren hat. Eieiei. Also schuld. Hat das ausgelöst.
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone. So nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you've built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
Wasser?
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
Es muss Wasser sein. Ja, es muss Wasser sein. So. Iris von Everec. When Geralt visited Olgierd von Everec to hear his third and final wish, he learned the rough and rowdy Ataman had once been married. At some point he had left his wife, however, and gave her a violet rose as a parting gift. Geralt's task was to find the rose somewhere in von Everec's abandoned manor. When he arrived there, he discovered the estate was haunted by a malicious wraith tied to Olgierd's wife, Iris, who had died of loneliness years prior. Her rage and remorse now filled her former house with evil energy. Geralt gathered up Iris' remains and buried them in the manor's garden. He did this both out of simple human decency and cold calculation, for he knew this act would calm her unsettled spirit and lead him to the Violet Rose. During the funeral, a now quieted Iris appeared to Geralt and took him on a journey to a world which existed only in her mind. This painted world consisted of her fears and memories, which Geralt now had to confront. Iris von Everec memories first recalled happy days spent in Olga's company, then became darker and darker. In fact, even the sunnier ones had an ominous cloud hanging over them, an uneasy feeling something horrible would soon happen. Iris von Everec had been a sensitive woman and noted subtle changes in her husband's behavior. She had lacked the courage, however, to delve into their cause. Olga von Everec's heart had turned to stone, turning him into a monster. Iris hated what her husband had become, but could not stop loving him. The couple endured together in a painful cohabitation until Olgierd ended it by abandoning his wife. Iris never came to terms with their separation, could not, in fact, even bring herself to read her husband's farewell letter. Yet the violet rose he gave her upon leaving she kept, making it a focal point for all the longing and love raging in her soul. When she died, these unresolved feelings kept her spirit in this world and continued to cause her suffering. The witcher intervention helped Iris accept what had happened to her and her husband. When he asked for the rose, she agreed to give it him, knowing this would put a final end to her pain and suffering. And also her very existence. Ich glaube, bestimmt, wenn man irgendwie sie mit dem Falschen begräbt, muss man gegen die kämpfen oder so. Bla bla bla. Das lesen wir noch mal. Was ist mit den Katzen? Katze und Hund. Da. I might go down such thing. Later, when Geralt encountered Ives on Evek memories, he learned Olgierd had summoned the otherworldly dog and cat to keep his wife company in his absence. An idea only a man with a heart of stone could have imagined working. The two creatures remained loyal to Iris even after she died and transformed into an enraged ghost. But they never loved her and felt no sympathy for her fate, for such feelings did not form a part of their nature and did not reside in even the darkest corners of their souls. In the end, the strange dog and cat regained their longed for freedom when Iris von Everett gave Geralt the Violet Rose, thereby ending her existence. With their lady gone, the dog and the cat's service ended, and they were free again at long last. Na. Echt jetzt? Damit man nicht hier reinkommt, ohne die Quest zu haben, erlaubst du mir jetzt nicht darüber zu springen. Dann gehen wir halt zu Fuß. Durch das Loch. Dann machen wir uns mal auf den Weg zu Olgierd. Ja, aber jetzt sagt er, wird er sterben, weil wir alle Wünsche erfüllt haben, weil was er seine Seele verkauft hat an Gaunter Odin?
Cat eyes. Mark of the death.
Viva Radovid!
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draft.
Geralt! Over here!
Uh-oh.
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. My treat.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
That'd be downright noble if you didn't always demand something in return.
Law of the market. I was not the one to coin the phrase, nothing comes free.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, 'cause we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared. End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? I was waiting. I had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Okay. Ab zu Shani.
Oh, did you see?
You're stranger to the bottle,
literally
eh?
dropped dead.
He were there, alive, a moment ago.
Blind drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Fainted? He's soaked in blood!
My,
Butcher in the air.
what a freak.
No wonder folk are dropping. Cursed and next.
Ja. Gone told him. Netter Typ.
Honor in the fatherland.
Oh. Moment mal, was ist denn hier passiert? Wurde die ausgeraubt geraubt oder zieht sie um?
Shani,
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
what happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. Two soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows it.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge. If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Moment, ich muss dich eben beklauen. Hey, die haben dran gedacht, das Schwein einzupacken. Das ist so süß. Ah, gute Entwickler, gute Entwickler.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right. Let me in.
Okay. Warum werde ich wieder rausgeworfen? Oh. Boing!
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you. That's enough of that.
What the fuck is this? Intruder! Get him!
Watch his whirling!
Watch out!
Ja. Upsi. Aber hätten wir irgendwie an die vorbeikommen können, ohne dass wir kämpfen müssen? Man kann ja nicht schleichen in dem Spiel. Hier ist nur zum Rausspringen wahrscheinlich, ne? Ja. Nee, es gibt doch anscheinend nur den einen Weg. Gut, das heißt, die werden immer gestorben. Nee. Man hätten wir irgendwie über die Dächer klettern können. Ach, okay, ich steck den richtigen Weg, weil der unten wahrscheinlich abgeschlossen hat. So. Upsi.
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look at it and scream. Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Gillian Albroco's Lesser Key. The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exist many varieties of suffering, from common corporal pain through the rare fiend torment of the psyche to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Then does evil arise? Does it appear on its own, or does it only spread when conditions are ripe? And finally, the most important question, how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time when it did not. Yet, is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question all hypotheses until they have been rigorously proven. The appearances of evil is closely tied to the existence of God. It is opposite and antithesis. Good without evil is dimensionless and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. One of them wears the skin of flesh. This evil incarnate as man travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually only note its presence when it's already too late. In my scholarly wanderings through the myths and legends of a great many cultures, I've come across descriptions of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or name, but of his modus operandi. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable. And the promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware, then, of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. Lass mich raten. Der gute Dudel, wer auch immer wir hier finden, hat auch ein Deal mit Gaunter und Dim abgeschlossen.
Franco, is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot and take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out! I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no! Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
No one sent me.
You lie. I may be blind, but I sense unclean powers better than anyone. Why do you think the witch hunters guard me like a treasure?
I'm a witcher.
A mutant? Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed, Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me, said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Spielt er mit dir?
Sign one of these pacts with him.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line.
Das wissen wir.
He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured?
Das wissen wir auch.
He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
Odin wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Odin left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Oh nein. Ah, die Protected Barrier verlassen. Aber dass die ganze Zeit, dass wir die ganze Zeit uns vorgemacht wurde, dass das Haus einbricht. Interessant. Well played. Professor Shakelock's journal. My notes and observations. Professor Sherlock. The circle of them created terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know it is here. I know no name for the sense with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within the runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more. I have come to fear sleep. I know not how long I can withstand this. I dreamt I had a daughter. This was strange, for I have never had children. Yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me daddy and loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. The strangest part of all was that I also burned for her with a great paternal love. Can one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odin has decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dream of Emily gives me great joy. My daughter is a good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful one. A shame she exists only in my dreams. Not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation. If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I now know why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. This night my daughter died. She caught a strange illness which pocked her whole body with hideous, oozing sores. She cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I awoke soaked with sweat. I remain a wreck, my mind tattered. 3 months have passed since Emily's death. My heart still bleeds, and horrifying visions plague my every moment. I am a blind man who wishes he saw nothing, for utter blindness would be a relief compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot preserve much longer. I have become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived within the magic circle for a year. Thoughts of suicide haunt my mind ever more often. It would be so simple. I need but step outside the ruins. Der gute Counter Dim scheint wirklich sehr, sehr, sehr fies zu sein. Oh! Hat wirklich was gemacht? Lustig. Spooky. Na gut, wir haben ja einen Schlüssel. Dann können wir wahrscheinlich vorne durch die Tür raus, ne? Ja. Ja, dann gehen wir mal wohl zu Shani. Und jetzt hat er gesagt, kommen wir noch mal vorbei. Müssen wir... Kann ich nicht einfach hier drüber laufen? Ich will ins das Wasser schwimmen. Okay. Warte mal, können wir einfach hier rausgehen? Nein. Okay. Ja. Kann Geralt da hochspringen? Auch nicht. Naja, gut, dann auch durchs Wasser. Und boing. So, wahrscheinlich Hütte. Hier, glaube ich. So, ich glaube, wir haben alles gemacht, ne? Ja, in der Tat. Jede Quest, die wir gefunden haben, ich glaube auch, dass das Treffen, wo wir hingehen müssen, auch das Ende sein müsste. Aber wofür ist der Keller da?
Yes, girl.
Ah, okay.
See you later.
Ich hab gedacht, die sagt jetzt noch mal irgendwas oder erst vielleicht nach dem Ende. Hm. Nicht das Startgebiet? Ja. Da waren wir schon mal drin. Ja, die sollten mal jemanden hier hinschicken zum Aufräumen. So, und wie es weitergeht, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Ich wünsche dir einen schönen guten Morgen, einen schönen guten Tag oder einen schönen guten Abend. Und ich glaube, mit der nächsten Folge ist die Witcher-Reise beendet. Tschüss.